Good evening, guys. I hope everyone's well. It is Friday evening. It's 20 to 5, and I'm just about to go and get the children from school. They stay a little bit later at school on a Friday, which is great. It gives me a bit more time to get stuff done. And I'm just going to pop into the Co-op to get some food for dinner. But I thought I'm going to start a little vlog for over the weekend because I didn't actually post on Wednesday. I normally try and post on a Wednesday. Didn't happen this week. So I'm going to post this hopefully on Monday and then try and post twice next week. So I'm just on my way to get the kids. I have been craving all day. It's a typical grey, like it's not raining, it's crisp. It's been lovely today actually, but it's freezing. So I feel like it's a pasta night. And I have been craving, you know that like packaged tortellini you get? And in Sainsbury's or something, they'll do like a deal where you get the pasta and the mascarpone sauce for like £5 or something. And I've been craving the spinach and ricotta tortellini. So I'm going to go get it, and that's what we're going to have for dinner. But I'm going to try and make it slightly less average. And I'm going to get, rather than the pre-made mascarpone sauce, I've got some chopped tomatoes at home. I'm going to buy some mascarpone, and I'm going to put like some seasoning through it and some spinach and stuff like that, just to try and make it a little bit better. And then I'm just going to put a shitload of parmesan on top, and I'm going to get some garlic bread for the kids because they'll want garlic bread with it. And that's what we're going to do for dinner. I've been decorating the house a little bit, not the tree for Christmas, but I've put out some ornaments and been doing stuff like that today, along with loads of work. I've got loads of work done yesterday and today, so that's really good. I feel more on top of things. And I also found that a mouse had been chewing through a lot of my Christmas bags, so I'm gonna have to put everything in a suitcase this year when I put everything down, put everything away, because I just can't deal with like mice. And so I had this like fake berry thing, so it was like a garland with fake berries on it, and they've basically chewed all the berries off. So that's probably not great for the mice, and I hope they're okay, but I can't guarantee that they are. I nip into Co-op now, get the children, go home, and I thought we'd just spend a little bit of the evening together, go into tomorrow. Tomorrow I always am with the kids on my own on a Saturday. We do clubs, and then we're going to go and see my mum. We're going to go see the new Wicked film, but she has a better cinema near her than we do, so we're going to go to that one and do it there. And then Sunday we are going to be having a roast and just like a really nice family day, which we haven't had for a really long time, so that'd be really nice. So anyway, without further ado, let's go into Co-op to get my very average tea. I can't even... Yes? Okay. I need to go get her calendar, 1 sec. Okay, we're back. I have no idea, I've completely lost my train of thought now. I'm gonna cook dinner because we're all really hungry. I'm starving! So, I'm gonna crack on with that. This evening is Elf. Yeah? Yeah, I'll bring you in some in a sec. So, got my food. I have drenched it in parmesan. I know it's like a bright pink sauce. It doesn't look too appetizing, but I've done it before and honestly it's really yummy, and it's like better than just the standard mascarpone one you get in the shop. So I'm gonna eat that. I'm also really, really craving a large glass of red wine this evening, but I'm trying not to drink at the moment. Much anyway. So I got myself a little trip from the shop. This one is the raspberry orange blossom. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fan of Trip drinks. I haven't found my flavour yet, but it is a different drink to just water or sparkling water. And on a night when you're craving a glass of wine, obviously it doesn't do the same job, but it's nice to have something a little bit different. So I'm going for this one. I don't know, it is nice actually. I think they've got an orange and raspberry one that no, orange and rosemary one that I'd really like to try, but I can't find it anywhere. Anyway, and I really want to try the boppy drinks as well. But they're really expensive because obviously they don't sell them in the UK, so they're like 50 quid for 12 cans, which I'm not prepared to pay. So my friend Lacey, who is from California, is going back for Christmas, so she's going to bring me some back when she gets back in January, so I'm excited to try those. Unfortunately, in hindsight, I should have just got fresh plain pasta because the tortellini isn't very nice. Like the filling in the tortellini isn't very nice. My sauce is quite nice, but the tortellini isn't. And it's annoying because the farm shop do a really nice one, but there was no way I was driving down to the farm shop because it's like a 20-minute drive. So it's fine. It's one of those. It's filled a hole, as my mother used to say. On a side note, I purchased the Shark hair styler yesterday because I've been toying between a Shark and a Dyson for so long, like 3 years, and I finally was like, do you know what? I had my hair done the other day. I got rid of the roots, I took my extensions out. I'm going to get myself something that I can style my hair with nicely. And I did it really quickly, and I must say, we're like 4 hours later, and I'm actually quite impressed in how it's held, considering I put no product on it. I just wet the hair really quickly before I did it, and I did it in 10 minutes. So I must say, actually, I am very impressed with the Shark hair styler. The kids love Friday evenings because I let them eat in the lounge. I hate eating in the lounge. It's just a weird thing. Like, I don't like sitting down on the sofa and eating. But they love it. So I'm going to go and join them watching Elf in a minute. And I'm going to do them some popcorn and M&Ms and stuff in a bit whilst I enjoy my trip. I've got a couple of vlogs to edit. And it's just nice to have a chilled evening. Like, I feel like this time of year is so mental with like stuff at school. Like, we've got the Christmas fair next week that I'm helping organise because I'm a class rep this year. And like Christmas presents, like teachers' presents are all down to class reps. I've got to do games for the Christmas fair. Obviously, like my content, like I'm going to attempt to do Vlogmas, which is going to be funny because I really don't know how I'm going to do it. And it's just like trying to prep your content and just everything, just like a lot of work on basically this time of year. So there's a lot going on, but it's good to be busy. I'd much rather be busy than not busy. So, Toddy, Toddy, lay down. So you lay down. Lay down, doggy. Good morning, everybody. It is the next day. It's Saturday morning. I don't know what the time is. It's 10:15. This morning, I was up fairly early. I was up at about 6, and Ola got up pretty early as well. She got up about 6:30, and we were just playing Uno this morning. I try and do anything to like keep the kids off a screen on a Saturday morning, because I just find if they go on a screen like first thing on the weekend, I just lose them. Like, they're gone. They're just, to be honest, not so much my daughter, but my son, absolutely. I just lose him into this like screen like tunnel that I just can't get him out of. And he has football on a Saturday morning, so I can't do that. Otherwise it's just like stress. But I'm not gonna lie, this morning's felt quite stressful. I think it's where I'm at in my cycle. My PMDD girlies will know the week before your period is not the one, and that's where I'm at the moment. Mood wise, I'm not too bad, nowhere near as bad as I was last month, but my irritable, very irritable. It's really not taking much to snap that patience. So this morning I've had to do a lot of deep breaths, there's been a couple of cases of feeling a bit snappy. But both children are at club, so I've got 40 minutes now where I'm just going to chuck some makeup on. I've got my collagen drink from Six Ways that I've been absolutely loving. I've been having this every morning since I got it about a month ago. And I'm just going to have 40 minutes, do my makeup. It's a really icy, you know when the rain is like that ice cold? It's like that today, so I won't actually be surprised if football gets cancelled halfway through, because my poor boy is running around in a field, probably freezing. And I don't know about anyone else's kids, but like he refuses to wear layers. I've managed to get like a waterproof jacket, but they're so thin because they literally just do the job of keeping you dry. So he's wearing one of those, but he's got like one layer underneath that's it. I am the coldest person, so I'm wearing my top underneath. I've got my jumper on. I'm going to be wearing my big puffer coat today. That's very much the vibe we're going for today. Cozy comfort. So Ola's at drama, Oscar's at football. When they finish that, my husband is watching Oscar at football. No one watches Ola. She just cracks on with it herself. I'm going to go get them, and then we are going to head into Rye today. That's where my mum lives, and really love it over there, but I don't really get the opportunity to go there that much because it is a bit of a trek. It's so beautiful over there, but it is a bit of a mission to get there. Saturdays are always pretty manic for us. Ola normally has another club after drama, but we're not going to do that today. We're just going to head straight into Rye to see my madre, and I'm just going to put on a little bit of makeup whilst I thought we'd have a little chit chat and then crack on with the day. And actually, I don't even think Oscar had breakfast before he went. He's like his mum. He doesn't like early breakfast. Like, I can't eat before like 11 a.m. Breakfast just isn't... I love breakfast. I love the food of breakfast, like smoked salmon, cream cheese, bagels. Amazing. But I'm just not an early... Once I've had my coffee and my drink, my collagen drink, I'm kind of full. So, a little bit of makeup today. Not much. Anyone that follows me on my other channels will or may know I don't wear foundation. I just like to do really light bases because I'm a face toucher and a face rubber, and if I have foundation on, I just feel like I'm spreading like oil and grease all over my face, and I like feeling lightweight and comfortable. And I've never found a foundation, and to be honest, I don't actually think I really need foundation. I feel like investing in good skincare and taking the time to do good skincare is the foundation that everyone should do. So you're going to head into Rye, and we're going to go and watch Wicked at the Kino cinema. The only cinema we have around here is like the Odeon, and it's a bit just like average cinema, whereas the Kino is really lovely. It's like big seats and it's a lot more cozy and stuff like that. So we are going to head over there, watch Wicked, which I'm really excited about. I was watching like everyone go to the Wicked premiere, like all the content creators, and I was like, oh, what a dream. Like, apparently there's going to be a part 2, I've already heard. So if there's a part 2, I hope I get invited to that premiere. Manifest it, we'll manifest it. So we're going to go watch Wicked, grab some lunch, chill out at my mum's for a little bit probably, and then I'm going to head home after Wicked because it's probably going to be about 7:15 by the time it finishes anyway. And we'll just come home. I've got a big old Vinted pile to pop onto Vinted today. That's been sat in my lounge for verging on a month now, I think. And it's one of those to-dos where I add it on my to-do list every single day, and then it just never gets done because even though I really want to do it, it's just like never like my main priority. So I hope to make that a priority this evening, but tomorrow we'll probably be in the same position we are today. It is absolutely throwing it down out there. I'm pretty sure football's going to be cancelled, and I really wouldn't blame them because I would not want to be running around with a ball out there. It's pretty grim, I'm not going to lie. So I usually use the NARS Laguna matte bronzer, but I smashed it up and I just haven't replaced it yet. So I've been using this good old Bobbi Brown illuminating bronzing powder, which I've had for God knows how long, and I won't even tell you because it's probably quite disgusting, but it's just like my little backup powder. So I've been using this at the moment, which is quite good, but I do prefer the NARS one, so I do need to have a little restock on that at some point. And another product actually I've really been liking, I love the Say Beauty liquid blushes, and I always use them. But I got sent this in a PR package a few weeks ago. And the other day I thought, actually, I'll just give this a little go. And I actually really like it. It's the Zoeva Velvet Love Liquid Blush. And this is pink velvet colour. And it's just like, it looks like the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand. And I just put like the tiniest little bit just on my cheekbones and a tiny bit on my nose. I'll just use my fingers. But I just really like the colour and just the really subtle like pink tinge you get on your cheeks. I still love the Say Beauty ones, but I like this one as well, and I think it's great. Trying new brands because I'm a little bit like stuck in my ways. I'm the kind of person that like if something works, like if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of situation. Is that the saying? If it ain't broke, don't fix it? I think it's the same. Anyway, one thing that I do not love, actually there are many things that I don't love about the winter, but having dogs in the winter in the UK, if you live in the countryside, like is not the one. If you're OCD like me, it's just like the pain inside me when I've mopped and hoovered the floor, not obviously that way around, and then take the dogs out for a walk and bring them back, and I just see my kitchen floor just get covered in wet muddy paw prints, little bits of like tree where my dog's just like gone into the tree. Dougie's not so bad, he's my little French bulldog because he's short haired, but Todd, our giant schnauzer, like love him, but he's such an inconvenient dog to have in the winter. Everything clings to him. And he's such like a dog, like he loves going in the mud and he loves going in the water and stuff like that. And that's just happened. The dogs have come back. They are cold, wet. My floor is now dirty again. I hoovered it this morning. I had a bit of like, every Saturday morning I find that I do tend to have a bit of a good hour clean sesh. I just get like hoovering done and stuff like that. Especially if we're going out for the day, because I love coming back to a house that I don't have to do anything with. It's just like clean and I can not have to worry about that. Nothing worse than coming back to a dirty house, I feel. I've completely lost where I am. I can't multitask at all. Oh right, I'm going to chuck on some powder, and then I'm going to chuck on a tinsy bit. Are we going to do mascara today? I'm not sure if we are, you know. Are we going to do mascara today? This powder, by the way, is amazing. It's the Huda Beauty. I think it's called sugar. No, what's it called? Pound cake. This is such a good, I could only get the mini because they weren't selling. I went into our local Boots and I asked if they do the Huda Beauty range, and they said because they get so much theft with it, they've had to discontinue the whole brand. So they only had the mini ones left in like the stocking filler bit. So, but I did manage to get that, which is fine because there's still loads in there and that will last me a really long time, to be fair. But I really, really like the brand. Just going to fluff up these brows a little bit with my Benefit Fluff Up Brow Wax. I just get the clear, I don't get the coloured one. I think there's a brown one you can get as well. But we're just going to go clear. I have no idea if I mentioned this on my last vlog, but I had my first laser tattoo removal on my eyebrows. I got my eyebrows microbladed 5 years ago and I've absolutely loved them. But I feel like where I'm aging and my face shape is changing slightly, they're just not the right shape anymore. They're just too high, and I have a very naturally raised eyebrow anyway, especially on this side. This one's not too bad, but this one is very high. So I'm in the process at the moment of having the microblading lasered off, which is painful, I might add. Oh my God, I was not expecting that, because I also get laser hair removal, which I don't think is painful. This was different level pain. And so I had my first one on Monday, and it was, thank God, only 10 minutes long, because I wouldn't have been able to deal with that if it was any longer. So I've had that, and I think I'm going to have, she said up to 6 more, which I'm really hoping I'm not going to have, because I don't think I can sit through that much pain. Hopefully 2 or 3 tops. And then 6 weeks after my last appointment, when they're kind of gone as much as possible, I'm going to head up to a company in London called Karen Betts that do HD brow. There's a clinic in London, and I'm going to get my HD brows, which I'm really excited about, because I just feel like we can do better with the shape of my brows at the moment, and I feel like it's going to make a real big difference to my face. So, oh, I have to cut out my thing. Finishing off with a little bit of Trini London lip tint. I think that's probably it. So that's where we're going today. Nice slick back bun, because I need to put oil in her tonight and then wash it tomorrow morning. And oh, this is something I got the other day, yesterday actually, which I did a tiny little tutorial yesterday on my TikTok and Instagram, because I've never used this before. This is the Shark Flex style, and I must say I'm very, very impressed. I was convinced it wasn't going to work. My hair is very, very fine. I do have quite a lot of it, but it's very fine, so it is quite thin, very thin actually. And this was great. The results I did it in 10 minutes. I did some curls and they lasted me the rest of the afternoon. So slick back bun today because my hair's a bit greasy, but tomorrow after I've washed my hair, I'm going to give this another go. And I think I might use the brush this time because I used the curling tongs last time. But I feel like that's such a time saver. For like busy mums, we need all the time saving we can get. Makeup done for the day. That's what I do pretty much every day if I wear makeup. Literally that's it. I'm just not a foundation girly. I just hate feeling like I've got too much on my face. And oh, actually what I will just do is curl my eyelashes ever so quickly, because if we're not gonna put mascara on, we may as well give them a little curl. See, that's just made, can you see how much difference that's made? Like, it's so good. I will do some filming when we're in Rye. I'll see you in a bit. It is not the weather today. We are home. I'm in bed. It's 10:15. We were absolutely drenched in Rye. It was really lovely to go over and see my mum, but we went out at literally the worst time. It started raining really hard and it was like that ice cold rain. So we kind of like went up and down the high street a couple of times, popped into a couple of shops, and then we went back to my mum's for a bit, and then we went and watched Wicked at the Kino, which, like, what can I say? It was incredible. It was just like, one thing about me is like, when I was a kid, I genuinely thought I was going to be an actress. And when I watched any kind of musical film, like Moulin Rouge, The Greatest Showman, like even fucking High School Musical, it just brings this like underlying jealousy, but not in a bad way, like just like a, oh my god, what I would give to like be in a film like that. Never the lead, like I do not have a strong enough voice for that, but just like to be part of a film like that would be such a unbelievable experience. So I came out with the same feeling today after watching Wicked. It was unbelievable. Cynthia and Ariana, and actually just everyone in the film is just incredibly talented. And my daughter sat through the whole thing, 2 hours and 40 minutes. I didn't actually realise it was that long, so I was quite impressed that she managed to sit through the whole thing. So, but it was like 8 o'clock by the time we got out there. The kids were absolutely starving, so I just picked up some pasta from a local Italian and they ate it in the car on the way home. And then we got home and they went straight to bed because I was so tired. And I've just like cleared up the kitchen a little bit, fed the dogs, gave them like 5 minutes of attention, poor things. They've been by themselves most of the day. And then I've gone to bed myself. I'm absolutely freezing. I'm literally wearing like joggers, socks, jumper. Like that's the situation. That's how cold I am right now. So anyway, I am so tired. I'm gonna go to bed myself now. Probably gonna have a scroll for like 10 minutes. I feel like I just want to like zone out and have a scroll. And then I'm gonna go to bed. And then tomorrow, hopefully, if it's not raining, I'm gonna wake up early and go for a dog walk, but only if it's not raining, because I will take the dogs out anyway, but just not early. I'll see you guys tomorrow and we will have the day then. Bye. blustery day. Back home from one of the most blustery walks. You know, when you get back and your hair's just like mental, and I'm trying to slick it back. So it's Sunday today. My husband is off today. Sunday's his day off. Thank God, because honestly, like, it's just like PMDD symptoms are, I knew they would. Like yesterday when I think I said in my vlog, my mood isn't as bad as it was last month. And I should have known, like I should have known it was going to get worse, because I've still got like 6 days till my period, and there's still time for everything to bubble up. And today I'm very irritable. And also the children, I don't know about anyone else's kids, but like my kids just argue all the time. I'm never going to sugarcoat that. That is real life for me. It's not that they like don't get on. It is just that my son's mission in life is to piss off my daughter. And it drives me crazy, because it's just one of those things where when you're an adult, you never want to do like, if there's no drama, why create drama? That's what you have when you're an adult, unless you're like obviously an extremely like toxic person. And I'm just trying to explain that to my children, that like what you're doing is making something a problem when just not doing it could be lovely. So if you just don't do what you're doing, everything would be nice. But because you're actively going out of your way to do what you're doing, it's a problem, and it's making me stressed, and it's making you stressed, and it's not a nice environment to be in. And it's more effort doing that than it is just to not do anything. But to obviously try and explain that to a 9-year-old, you know, it's tricky. So anyway, I can't walk both my dogs because one, the giant schnauzer is too strong for me. He pulled me over a couple of months ago. So I've walked Dougie, and my husband's taken Todd out, and I was just like, can you just take the kids as well? Like, they need to get out for some fresh air anyway. Oscar's not got rugby this morning, which he usually does on a Sunday. So please, like, they need some fresh air. So he's taken them. So I'll have about another 10 minutes until they're back. They'll only be gone for about 25 minutes, half an hour. So I've just made myself a coffee, and I'm just going to sit down for 10 minutes, and I'm going to listen. I started listening to the, sorry, I just couldn't resist having a sip of that. I started listening to the Will Smith, Jamie Lang podcast on my walk. I've got a bit of a secret crush on Will Young. Like, I've always loved him ever since the Pop Idol days. And I'm going to finish that. I'm going to finish listening to as much as possible and just sit on the sofa and have my coffee and just have 10 minutes to myself, because today is going to be a struggle. I know it is. But we are going to go and choose our Christmas tree, which will be fun. And then we're going to go over to my in-laws and have a roast there, and be there for the rest of the day, and then come back and get everything done. I need to make sure all the laundry is done before I go for uniform and stuff tomorrow, because I will not be doing that when I get back later. I just want to make sure it's all done now. So I'll be doing that before I go as well. A gale. So we're just getting our Christmas tree. It's too bare at the top.
What about this one?
To be fair, I don't want one as big as we had last year.
It's absolutely massive. Too big, babe. It's what you do. You need to listen to me for once.
No.
That's a nice tree and it's thin.
Yeah.
Are you talking about this one?
Huh?
Talking about that one?
Yeah. I think it's cushy, but it's thin.
This one?
And it's not too right. No, that one, mommy, that one.
Yeah, that's a nice one, to be fair.
This one. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy.
I think we're early this year. Last year we weren't left with many, were we?
What about this one?
This one? I don't think we'd get many ornaments on that one. It is that time of day. I hope everyone's had a lovely weekend. We're back home now. Had a really nice roast, really nice day. But I am so ready to go to bed, ready for a new week. So next week is my birthday on Wednesday. I'm also going to Paris next week, so I've got quite long. My friend is very kindly taking me for my birthday, just for a night, but I'm really excited just to have like 2 days away and just eat and drink and not have to worry about anything. And we always have so much fun when we're together, so I know it's going to be a really good time. But I've got quite a lot of work to do, like Monday, Tuesday, just to make sure that everything's kind of gonna be running smoothly next week, because I really want to make sure that I keep up with my content and stuff like that. So I'm gonna do some editing in bed now. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. Thanks so much if you've managed to stay till the end, as all of my vlogs, if you've managed to stay to the end of all of them. And yeah, just like loving doing them again, actually. So really looking forward to the next one. I really will try and vlog Paris. I think that'll be a really fun vlog and like something a bit different, because I appreciate a lot of my vlogs are just like at home, day-to-day mum life, stuff like that. So it'll be really nice to do something a little bit different. I really need to get a couple of outfits for Paris as well, because even though like I'm not a fashion person at all, I really don't want to feel like shit in Paris. Like, it's bad enough when you go up to London. I do not need that. So anyway, I am going to get this vlog to an end now. I'm going to do a little bit of editing, and I'm going to go to bed. And I'll see you guys. I will see you guys. I can't even talk. I'm about tired now. I'll see you guys next time, and have a lovely week.